we go. Your goodness, your mercy, and your kindness towards me. Your love is so amazing, it brings me to my knees.
Welcome to another episode of An Exclusive on IKTV. I am your host, Jerani Zilon Richardson, and today we are going on a new angle away from the artists and stuff. We are here with a representative of Exalting Worship Ministries. She is actually the PRO, Tracy Crooke. Crooke, welcome. Pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, now Exalting Worship Ministries is a non-profit organization. It is faith-based, and this is a group that has been ministering around St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Caribbean, I presume?
Yes.
Am I correct? Right. You also have a drama subdivision called Remnants of Gideon, who has been on the stage of Peace Memorial Hall for 2 consecutive years and have been bringing great productions. I've been there and I've loved it, and I can't wait for the next production that is coming up.
You're in for a treat.
Okay, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. But we are not here to speak about that one. We'll come back. We'll come back on another day for the drama. I love drama. I'm sure you all know this by now. So we're not going to deal with that. We're going to get to your concert. You're having a concert in Georgetown and Sandy Bay on June 7th and 8th.
Yes.
What is this about?
So our production, well, it's actually being hosted by Praise Order, which is a subdivision from the umbrella body Exalting Worship Ministries. So we actually have 5 subdivisions. We have the worship team, which is like a choir. We have Remnants of Gideon, which is our drama group. We have Shalom Body Worship, which is our dance group. We have Delight Spark, which is our children's ministry dance group. And then we have Praise Order, last but not least. They're showcasing 2 nights of Zamar, a kaleidoscope of praise.
Okay, a kaleidoscope.
Yes, Zamar is actually the Greek word for praise. And kaleidoscope, we're just incorporating song, dance, poetry, all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, the group definitely sounds like a multi-talented group.
Of
So
course.
I guess that is why you have a kaleidoscope, because
Right.
for those of you who don't know, a kaleidoscope is, you know, this cylinder stuff that has mirrors, and it casts images based on small pieces of objects and glass and colors and light. It's a fantastic view. I'm gonna have a little something up on screen for you, right?
Nice
So,
research.
right. So I'm guessing you use kaleidoscope because of the group's the beauty of the group in
I know,
itself.
right? Yes.
Okay. So a kaleidoscope of praise.
Yes.
Why is it a kaleidoscope of praise?
Well, our main focus actually is to present Jesus Christ as an alternative. So it's all about him, and it's all about bringing glory and honor to his name. So yeah, great stuff.
Okay, what can we expect on those nights? Let's start with the 7th. On
the 7th, we will actually be in Georgetown at the secondary school for 6 p.m. $10 contribution. We as we said before, it's a non-profit organization, but the $10 is more so for covering expenses and to plug back into our outreach programs with our youths. So that's it's just a small.
It's just $10.
It's just $10.
Right, and it's for a good cause.
For a good cause.
Spreading the gospel.
Spreading the gospel. And then we move to Sandy Bay, which is on the 8th, but we start earlier because it's a bit far. So we start at 5 p.m., the same $10 contribution, but we would actually be at the government school in Sandy Bay instead.
Okay, the $10, this is used also on missions, right?
Yes, our last mission trip was to Jamaica.
Right, I love Jamaica.
Everybody loves Jamaica. Yes, that was our last mission trip. We did a lot of street evangelism. We did school tours and visits and stuff like that. It was really amazing.
Okay, besides Jamaica, what other countries have you gone to? You've gone to Grenada, stuff like that, right?
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia, sorry, right.
Yeah.
Where else have you been in the Caribbean?
Just those 2 for now. We just started out the
Oh, you just started out nations outside of St. Vincent and the
right.
Grenadines.
We mostly do a lot of school tours and everything. We just decided to take it out of Simonson.
Okay, because I remember being in secondary school, and the group used to have presentations in certain schools, and it was something that I've been in drama for. This would be 9 years if I so happen to be on the stage again. So I've been on drama stage, and it has been an inspiration seeing you guys performing, and I've been to a few of your concerts and stuff like this. It is something to look forward to, but for the viewers, tell them why they should be there.
I can't find a better word. It's gonna be phenomenal. I mean, listen to it. Zama, kaleidoscope of praise. I mean, how could you miss coming out to... It's more so going to be the band wrapping everything up at the end of the night. You're going to see guest artists, Stacy Little, she's gonna be there, Tishon Edwards, Ronnie Richardson, Jewel Cordis, Pure Harmony, which is
That song's nice. Acapella?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you can't miss Pure Harmony. It's just only harmony.
Okay. And I think anybody who would be interested in performance, in stage performance, music, acting, they would want to be there.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not a lot we're asking for. It's just $10, but we're presenting a really great show. It's centered around family. Bring your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Everybody could come out and enjoy, because it's gonna be for everybody, old, young, middle age.
Okay.
It's gonna be for everybody.
Okay, so this $10 that you're picking up, is it a pay at the door, or you're buying a ticket for $10?
Either way, you can pay at the door, or you can just get a ticket.
Okay, so it's no extra fee paying at the door?
No. See, we're so great. We don't even charge you extra for coming by the door.
Okay. How long have you been in Exalting Worship Ministries?
I've been in Exalting Worship Ministries probably for 2 years.
2 years. Okay, and if you don't mind me getting a little bit on the personal side, how long have you been a Christian?
I've been a Christian for, years. I think I pledged my life to Him at age 7. I grew up in a Christian home, so it was kind of easy for me to just fall in line, but I really made that public declaration of my faith and got serious with God in 2004 when I got baptized.
Okay, so if someone is to challenge you today on your faith?
On my faith?
Yes. You can
I would sum up my faith as taking a leap out of my life's plane and just jumping without a parachute. That's how great my faith is.
Jumping without a parachute?
Without a parachute, because I know my God has my back.
Okay, but wouldn't some term that as suicidal?
I would take a bullet for Jesus any day.
Any day?
Any day.
So someone walks in the studio right now and
go right ahead. Is he outside?
Don't worry, we're safe in here, we're safe in here.
I mean, he's been so amazing. He's like my best friend. He's like my lover. He's like my father. I mean, he transformed into everything I need right when I need him. So, for the viewers out there, if you do not know Christ as your Lord and Savior, if you've never had an experience with Him, I'm pleading with you, get a connection with Him. It's the most amazing feeling ever. You can't. There's no wrong way with Him. I mean, your life is not gonna be a bed of roses after you've been in encounter with Him, but I can guarantee you, He changes your perspective on everything, and it makes life worth living.
Okay. Did you guys see her expression on her face?
I'm
when
like,
she's starting?
he's so great.
Have you seen the expression on her
So
face
in love
while
with
she's
this man.
starting? Okay, so I'm going to take a step away back from that,
Yeah.
and I'm going back into Exalt Him
That's right.
Worship Ministries. Do you guys have any albums?
I think we're currently working on something. I don't really want to talk too much about it because it can let the cat out of the bag too early and stuff like that. But
Okay, that's supposed to be my job, to make her leave the cat out the bag. Yes.
but we'll be sure to make sure use this forum to put it out there.
You know who you are?
I know who I am.
I know who I am. Okay. Okay, so let's get a little more into the event. So it's the 7th and the 8th. 7th at Georgetown.
And 8th at Sandy Bay.
At Sandy Bay. And who are some of the artists that are going to be there?
So, as I said before, we are featuring Stacy Little, Tishon Edwards, Ronnie Richardson, Jewel Cordis, Pure Harmony. We have 2 poets coming in, Desron Douglas and Lennis Pitt.
Okay.
And from our very own Exalted Worship Ministries, we have Shalom Body Worship, with dance. We will have the worship team as well, providing us with some songs. And then we're going to close the curtain down with praise order.
Okay,
Yeah.
so from that clip that we just saw, this is a very energetic, talented, and driven group. Okay, so this is multi-talent, and this is multi-talent, and I keep saying St. Vincent is filled with talent.
Of course.
Right. So what do you think is the reason why we don't put on international shows in St. Vincent by local artists? Gospel artists, because we have Gospel Explosion that is coming up in August, I believe, right? And people like DJ Nicholas, I love DJ Nicholas. DJ Nicholas coming in. Sometimes we have GSMIT, but the local artists, they just have a small little segment. Why do you think that is?
It's not that St. Vincent doesn't have talent, because like you said, we are very talented people. It's just that we don't get the opportunity to shine. And that's why I love Exalting Worship Ministries. As much as we're small and we're not getting a profit from it, we actually get local talent to showcase their talents in our shows, so that at least they get recognized, not for the sole purpose of just being up there to perform, but they're getting that exposure to minister. So we're providing that. As much as we would like someone to provide it for us, we're doing it for others as well. So, we're helping everybody.
It's I help you so that you can progress.
That's right.
This is like a
selfless act.
Selfless.
Yeah.
Okay. So in your putting off of the shows and having young talents, if I may call them that, if someone is desiring to join the group, what is the process for that?
Well, first of all, you have to show interest. We don't turn you away. The only thing we really need from you is to know that you are actually a Christian, a bona fide Christian, not Christian on paper or a churchgoer or a warm bencher. We want to make sure that you're really serious about God, because Exalting Worship Ministries, you're putting yourself out there, and you're the face of this group. And in other words, your lifestyle has to still measure up to what you're actually representing, which is Christ. So that's our number one priority, mostly. You have to be able to sing, dance, do drama.
A talent of some sort. Because, well, you seem to facilitate for everybody's talent. So I'm guessing you must have a talent of some sort.
It's not saying that you can't join the group. Monetary donations are always necessary. So if you have a very, big wallet, or you like writing checks,
you're gladly welcome.
You're gladly welcome. So we don't really put a stop sign to anybody who wants to join. It's just join if you want to. Just mean you have to make sure that this is something that you want to do, and that you're really here for Christ. Because we're not here for self-glorification. We're not here for putting on a show per se for the common man out there. We're doing this for God, and it's all about Him.
Okay, putting you on the spot. How many persons in your group?
Wow, we have a lot, like about close to 40 to 50 members.
Okay, that is big.
Including children as well.
Okay, that's nice. So you take in an investment in the future?
Of course, most definitely.
Okay, now I'm gonna bring up a bit of a controversial question. Now, there are many Christian groups that have come and died, and come and died, and come and died. But Exalting Worship Ministries have been in existence for 8 years. Am I correct?
Yeah, a little over.
Okay, right. So what do you think is the reason for this, and how is it that you have managed to survive this long?
We have one of the best leaders ever, Sherry Denny. Take it back.
Okay.
She's amazing. I fell in love with her the first time I met her. She has this vision for this group that has basically kept the group together. I'm not going to say we don't have our problems, we don't have our ups and downs. Of course, we have our frustrations. Who group is without these bad? But we try to look at the good and let it overshadow the bad, so that we won't focus too much on it, because it is a good group. And there's not a lot that Christian young people could do in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we're providing that avenue so persons could actually plug in and use their time wisely rather than give it to the devil. Because, time wasted. He just likes to use your time for his glory. So we want to provide different aspects of ministry for the church in such a beautiful way, and not a boring way per se, because youths, we're hip, we're excited, we want to be on fire for God. So we try to evaluate all the different ministries and see where we can improve and make it accessible for everybody involved.
Okay, no, you said something and it hit something on me. The high levels of unemployment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm putting you on the spot again. What do you think is the reason for this high level of unemployment? Is it because, you know, they always hear the devil find works for an idle hands to do, we have unemployment and they're there, and then the crime rate in St. Vincent starts going up. We had in studio for Unrendered with Tony Registered, the top cop, and he was saying that so far for this year, we are ahead of last year in terms of crimes. So what do you think is behind this?
When you decide you no longer need Jesus Christ, a lot of bad stuff happens. We go way back in time to the fall. A lot of persons ask, if there's a God, why does he cause suffering? Why does he cause pain? Why does he cause diseases? Why does he cause murders? Why does he cause rapes? But we fail to realize that God gave us a choice. In the Garden of Eden, he gave Adam and Eve a choice. And because of their choice, to be deceived, well, Eve's choice to be deceived by the snake and Satan in general, the fall came into being, and because of the fall, we know as human beings have to suffer the consequences of one person's, well, two persons' mistake. It's not that God doesn't care about us, it's not that he doesn't want to see us strive or have the best things that life has to offer, but we have to always go back to when we had it perfect. Everything was beautiful in the garden. I mean, he only gave us one restriction, and that was to not eat from one tree. And just like us right now, we're very hard-headed people. We like sheep, we've gone astray. And basically, it's because of man's own doing. Most of the pains we face right now is self-inflicted. And we need to stop placing blames on churches, placing blames on schools, placing blame on governments, or parents on a whole, and get back to the source, which is Jesus Christ. And once you put him and as your number one priority, everything else starts falling into place. The Bible did say that seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else. It's not some, not maybe, or partial. Everything else would fall into place. And schools need to come back to God. Churches who are just preaching prosperity messages need to come back to God. Society on a whole needs to remember God. Okay,
and so this is the solution. You firmly
Jesus
believe
Christ
in that
is
this
a
is the solution to all this.
Kingdom of God.
She is very, very. What's the word what is the word I'm looking for? Enthusiastic about this. Okay, so before we wrap up, we're at the closing segment of this, which has been a great interview, if I may add.
Okay.
Again, so your concert.
Our 2 nights concert will take place in Georgetown and Sandy Bay. In Georgetown, it will start at 6 p.m. at the secondary school in Georgetown.
That's on the 7th of July.
On the 7th of July, and it's $10, only $10 contribution. Right? And in Sandy Bay, we start at 5 because of the long distance that some people have to travel. We start at 5, and that's at the government school. So it's 5, and it's still $10. Just $10.
Okay, and all of these, this is, even though you have the $10 charge, it is not a profit gaining venture.
No, it's actually the $10, to be honest. It really will just be like a ice in a bucket. But we're very appreciative of all our supporters over the years, and they have contributed in other ways other than monetary donations. They have loaned us different gadgets for the venues. So we're really grateful for that, and we have a lot of persons who are behind us, motivating us, and they've been a great help with getting this organized. So we're thanking you so much for all your help.
Okay, Tracy, it was indeed a pleasure having you in the studio.
You
have been enthusiastic and energetic, and you have made your point clear. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Guys, you've just seen another episode of An Exclusive. Guys, don't forget, it's June 7th and 8th at Georgetown, Exalt, and Sandy Bay. It's Exalting Worship Ministries. My guest was Tracy Crooke, and she's been the PRO. You can follow me on Twitter at Jeremy_Zilan. See you guys.
And I just love this when it says, there's an